This is Mark Bell from SuperTraining.tv, Super Training Gym, the strongest gym in the West. And no, I am not wearing a sports bra. I am simply just wearing a tank top. Maybe fat guys like me shouldn't wear tank tops. I don't know. What do you think? Got some things to talk about, some important stuff here. I've been laid up due to falling under 1,085. You can view that at supertraining.tv. Don't forget to like this message on Facebook. I'll post it to Facebook later today or tomorrow. I need 50 likes, and then I'll post up another video. I can continue on my path with the Power Project and my hostile takeover of the entire planet. I'd like to talk to you about some of the recovery methods that I'm going to be utilizing in my quest to get more betterist and to feel better and to get up and down the stairs better, for one, take shits easier, and just have life be a little easier, and then eventually work my way back into squatting, get underneath 1,100 pounds, smash that weight at 275, and be on my merry way. First things first is I was icing for a couple days, and that didn't do shit. It actually was hindering me more than helping me. So ice is a no-go. Ice is a thing of the past. Don't bother icing when you're dealing with severe swelling. Instead, compress to impress. This is a Voodoo Floss band from RogueFitness.com. The Voodoo Floss band is an idea of Kelly Starrett's, and he introduced it to me and a couple other lifters, Jesse Burdick and a few other guys, about 2 years ago or so, about a year ago. And it's a very effective method, but I didn't realize that it was that much more effective than ice. In fact, I used it most of the day today, or half of the day today, and was able to get around a lot better today than I was in the previous days. Also, what I'm going to be utilizing a lot of, and I've already been utilizing a lot of, is these 2XU pants. Mr. 2XU pants. Now, I know these things are quite expensive, but they're quite worth it, to be honest with you. 2XU.com. The code to get 10% off and free shipping is PFT0100. P as in pig, F as in Frank, T as in titties. So hopefully you can remember that. PFT0100 is the code, and that's how you get 10% off and free shipping. These are compression pants. Which pants should you order? Because they have different types. They have perform pants, which are pants that you're going to be performing exercises in, and then they have, I think they're called compression or perhaps recovery pants. I would suggest you just get the recovery ones because they're tighter. The perform ones are more comfortable and not as hot. So those might be preferred. Just kind of depends on what your preference is and how tight you want them. I wear 2XL. I actually just put in an order for an extra large as well because I think the extra tightness and the extra huggage on the package will be greatly appreciated. I just think it'll work even better, so why not? I also wear these guys. These are also from 2XU, 2xu.com. And I wear those on my forearms. They make ankles. They make things for your calves, things for your thighs. They make socks. The socks are amazing. I know a lot of you guys out there probably have Under Armour socks or have some type of compression stuff. This is a totally different animal, my friend. This is a much better material. There's a lot more design and a lot more thought went into this process of making this type of compression gear, in my opinion. Now, Under Armour, maybe they have some sort of technology I'm not aware of, but I've tried some of their stuff and have not noticed any real differences in their compression gear, other than the fact that it's tight, but I've never really noticed a difference as far as recovery goes, like I do notice with the 2XU stuff. I put the 2XU stuff on just like I have my post-workout protein shake after a training session. It's just now part of my protocol, and I've kind of fallen in love with it. It feels good and helps me recover from my workouts. Also, they also make shirts and stuff like that, but for some reason I'm not on board with the shirts. Maybe they're too tight. Maybe my upper body's too big. I'll have to play around with trying some different shirts that they have. But I'm just being 100% honest here, laying it all out on the line for you and letting you know what I think. Letting you know I think what's up. But also on the terms of in terms of recovery and in terms of getting back underneath that barbell, I'm not going to be the guy squatting 135 for a few weeks and then going to 185 and 225 because I don't believe in rehab. I think it's bullshit. I think you wait until you're better, you wait until you feel better, and then you start going. And once you start going, you don't look back. And I'm not a big fan of people trying to rehab. Now, however, if you're hurt, if you have had a surgery, that's a different story. If you had a surgery and you need to check and make sure that your kneecap was reattached properly, that's a slightly different situation. I did not undergo any surgery. I did not tear anything, I don't believe. So my recovery technique and my method to get back underneath that platform may be different than somebody who did tear something off. I did leave you with a teaser on the last one. I said, what is the greatest quote of all time in the history of super training? There are many great ones. There's two that really just, they're like tied for first kind of. But I'll share with you the number one, which I think is number one. Austin Baumgarten, and I've said this before on the radio. Austin Baumgarten said, I need a membership just to lose weight from this membership. And I always thought that was great. He basically was saying that he needs another membership on top of the super training membership because super training is making him fat. And I love that. I think that's a great quote. The other great quote was we were all talking one day and everybody's laughing, having a good time, and Juan was kind of in rare form, and he was going off about something. And he was just in one of his normal modes where he was going on a rant, and he said, and right as the music stopped, the music came to a screeching halt, the music was real loud, and he just kind of shakes his head. He's like, I don't care what you guys say, those trannies were hot. Now, how do you explain that conversation or what was going on in that conversation? But that's also an amazing quote. And that is it from supertraining.tv. I got to leave you with another cliffhanger, I guess. I got to make something up quick here. Let me think. Let's see. Okay, I got one for you. What is Jesse Burdick's middle name? Stay tuned.